Hey, it's PHILATV, and you're watching PHILATV, the ultimate YouTube channel. I'm no cinematographer, just a dude with a camera. All right, today in the buggy shop, we are going to be finalizing the bolting down of the hood. We are going to insert these support brackets that go inside the dash right here. Steering column will go through here, so we're also going to be drilling the holes for the steering column. At least the first one, and then we'll put a rod in there and figure out where the second one is going to go. So if this is something you're interested in, let's get started. I'm really excited to start working on buttoning up the dash and getting this buggy wired. But before we do any of that, we still have to stabilize the dash, which we have not bolted down yet. Okay, inside here we've got a couple of brackets that are going to go into place. You can see I've gone ahead and shot some black paint on one of them because they will rust because it is raw steel. And this is going to go from side to side. And we have brackets that go here that will hold the windshield in. And as you can see, this will bolt to the inside. Now, I'm no contortionist, but somehow I've got to get under there and bolt it in, and I'm going to try and take you guys along for the ride. So beforehand, I'm going to apologize for the crappy footage, but at least you're going to be able to see what is going on. I will leave you a link on how we measured these out, but these are the holes where this bracket is going to go through. Now, there's only one place that it's able to line up on the inside with this part of the brace. It'll only fit one way by the curvature of this. And for everything to lay flat, like I said, it's only place those holes could be. Now the windshield will slide over this and sandwich all this together, and there'll be plenty of strength. Okay, so my idea is getting under there and slipping these together. Okay, of course, the first thing we're going to want to do is we slid this bracket into place, and we're just going to try and tape all of this up. For one, to hold the bracket into place. For two, we want to just make sure we have some protection once the windshield is going to be slid into place. And I will also be laying mats everywhere to just make sure that we do not have a problem. And here's a view from the underside of the dash. Wow, I can't believe I got in here. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to line up here nicely. Okay, it is going to sit in like this, through the bolts that are protruding through the side of the dash. And then on this end, it's going to bolt down to the body itself. The only issue I'm having is fitting the other end in because it doesn't slip closed enough. So I think I might have to take the hood off and put the brace into place and then put the hood back on, which I'm hoping not. So I'm going to wiggle this around a little bit and see if I can get this to fit. The support brace is in. I got the top nut in, but I lost the bottom nut, and I got to crawl out from underneath this dash. All the way on the other side, got the nuts in place, and it's time to get the ratchet out and zip those on. Oh, what else tricky? How about that? We have both sides bolted in. Now, as you can see, the dash will still come down a little bit. So that's where I want to figure out exactly where this hood's going to sit. And then I'll drill out those bolts and we'll be okay. All right, that's enough from underneath here. Blurry, but it's there. With the dash bracket braced into place, it was time to slide the windshield over those brackets and simply, once you get it all lined up, quite a few blows with a rubber mallet, and we've got it sealed. And then it's time to get underneath and tighten the bolts underneath the dash. And there we go. The windshield is mounted into place. And with the dash mounted into place, that's exactly where I have my support bracket, so we're going to drill that hole. And with any other project on this buggy, it all starts with a hole being drilled. And we hope we drill it in the same manner. So it's calling for a 1 3/4 inch hole right here. I happen to have a 1.5 or a 2 inch. The 1.5 inch fits a little bit nicer in there, so I'll just have to clearance it out a little bit. So I guess I will just go straight in, and we hope we clear that bracket. I'm not going to go straight in. I'm going to go a little bit of an angle once it starts going. Okay, I thought I made a big mess of my hole. Like I said, I drilled it a little too high, then a little bit too small. Got it clearanced out a bit, and I took an old steering column, and as you can see, we got it to go in there. So I can see exactly where I need to trim. And that is going to be the angle it's going to sit at. So from underneath, we could see if we would have drilled a hole on the dimple, then it wouldn't have been correct spot. Because on the dimple, it would actually drop the steering column down further, and I'd rather have it. Okay, we're going to go right in the center there as we're going to mark, and hopefully we are going to come out square. We will see. Like I said, got the old steering column. I want to mess up the paint on the new one. So you can see I got a little bit more clearance to do in there. And I'm going to see actually what's going to be the best angle to set that out. The higher the better. I guess maybe we'll go ahead and clear all this out and maybe put the seats in and have a seat and see how it feels. I want to do all this before I bolt that dash in, but trust me, we are going to get to it today, people. Okay, here you go. My hole's a little bit bigger than I wanted, but that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Plus there'll be a grommet that's going to go in there and clean that all up nicely. And from the looks of it, looks like I should drop my high beam switch down a little bit. It's a little bit high. Steering wheel's on, dash is bolted in. And we get to take a look at what our buggy's going to look like. And then here we go. Steering column's in, windshield's in, dash is in, hood is bolted down. We're betting 1,000 here on a Sunday. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at PHILATV channel. Thanks for watching. Ciao.